Hey everyone, I hope you're doing really well. The MAD3RZ project is about to get a twin plate, so let's get into it. So you're probably wondering what twin plate I've gone with. Now it's from Mantic Clutches. The part number is P922203. So it's a twin plate, twin ceramic button. I'll just pull it all apart for you so you can have a look. So there's your one clutch plate, and then the intermediate plate, and then the other clutch plate, and that orientation. So basically how it works is the outside had to be, so why this took so long really, is the outside had to be machined to locate these lugs. So I had to, so they didn't slide out, or spin around, sorry, because I had to get the flywheel machined to suit the actual clutch plate itself, and then I had to get it drilled and tapped to suit the spaces, and I got it all balanced as well. You can see on the side here where he's drilled out, he actually took out 28 grams on one side, which is phenomenal, because you can see just on that one side how much he's taken out. So just shows you the difference between flywheels and whatnot. But anyway, this is the clutch kit. So there's two clutches. One goes here, and then the intermediate plate, which is this bad boy, goes in the middle. I probably stuffed it up somehow. Doesn't want to play ball with me. And then the other clutch plate goes in there, and then this goes on top. And now these are all weighed and balanced, so you can see how they're all chamfered and everything on the edges, and like they're all milled. Quite an impressive product. I will say this is one hell of a piece of engineering. Very, very impressed. Apparently it's rated up to over 2,200 newton meters of torque, and apparently around the 1,500 horsepower mark. So I'll probably never get there, so that's not a drama. My clutch that I did have in there, I'll show you that right now, is this. It's a MBD063B5 with a pressure plate. So this is the most aggressive pressure plate you can get for the 3rzZ, out of exceeding range anyway. Hold on, let's focus. So it's TYC 908HD, so it's a heavy duty pressure plate. Anyway, so that's failed. The other option I could have gone with would be re-finning this, so changing the finger fins over, and then running the same clutch. So not this exact clutch, I'll get a new one, but as you can see, all the buttons are burned. They apparently, after I spoke to a couple of people about it, they said it's only rated to around 450, 500, so I was way off the ball mark. But it held up right up until it made 700 and then spat the dummy, so pretty lucky that it did that. Just a quick little tip, guys. These bolts are your flywheel bolts. There might be a part number here. Part number is that one there. Come on. Wow. 909 10-02 116. That's your part number. You need 10 of them. They're your flywheel bolts. And now why you need to replace these is because they're torque to yield. And what that means is you torque it to 20 foot-pounds and then you plus 90 to these. So with the, if you're not familiar with that, look it up. There's plenty of good videos on YouTube on torque to yield, and it will give you a good rundown of how it all works. Also, these bolts on here are torqued as well. They're torqued down to 24 foot-pounds. So yeah, it's very, very detrimental that you torque everything down to the rated spec. Otherwise you will run into massive issues. And whatever you do, don't snap one of these bolts. If you do, replace it. Like, I've pulled heaps of these out on different cars over the years, and people have snapped bolts in there and left them in, and I'm like, that is just kills me. Anyway, all is good. Let's get into it and let's get this bad boy in. So my flywheel's in, and as you can see, first of all, make sure you clean everything as you go. So brake cleaner, give everything a good wipe down. I didn't film it, but that's what I did. And you want to work in a diagonal pattern. You would have just seen me then, you know, working my way around like the same as the car wheel, and mark them as you go. That way it's very professional and everyone knows that you've done them up. So yeah, flywheel's in. Let's get this clutch plate in. Andrew, are you doing what I think you're doing? Are we turning a tool?
Specialty tool number 204.
So because the clutch tool didn't actually fit, the clutch alignment tool didn't actually fit inside the bearing, we have to use the lathe and mill it down. Yay! Taking it for my first test drive, oh, not first drive, third drive I think. I'm just still bedding this clutch in, so I've just been taking it out, just cruising along, seeing how it all running. Seems to be working all well so far, so let's go and take it for a spin and see how she